Hello students, welcome to section on inequalities, the learning targets for today. I can solve inequalities, I can check inequalities, and finally I can graph inequalities. We have 4 steps for you that we want you to follow, although you could do this in a slightly different way. Step number 1, solve like an equation. Step number 2, I think it's the most important step, okay, so I want to highlight this. And step number 2, flip inequality symbol when multiplying or dividing by a negative number. Okay, that's the most important step. Step 3, graph the solution, and we have to remember it's open circle for less than or greater than, and fill circle, or you can call this also solid circle, for less than or equal or greater than or equal. Okay? And step 4, pick a number and make sure that you shade it the appropriate side. So now let's take a few minutes and do example number 1, and hopefully you can follow me. So in question number 1, on the left side, bring it down. 20 minus 2p. Okay? Greater than, and here I will apply a distributive property. So I will get 2p plus 4, and please bring down 4p. And then just combine like terms if you can, bring variables to one side and numbers to the other side. So on your left side I have 20 minus 2p is greater than 4p plus 2p is 6p plus 4. Now you can probably do this in 4 different ways. I will try to keep variable on the left side, okay, and there's a reason for it, because I want you to flip the sign in a few minutes. So I will do minus 6p minus 6p, okay, and I will continue over here so I can still use the number line later. Okay, so I get 20 minus 8p is greater than 4. Okay, then you subtract 20 from both sides, so you get negative 8p is greater than 4 minus 20 is negative 16. Okay, and this step now is crucial. Okay, to get p by itself you have to divide by negative 8, or you could also multiply by negative 1/8. Okay, so the inverse operation of multiplication is division. So now I will divide by negative 8. Whatever you do to the left side, do it to the other side. So you get p, okay, but be careful here. Look at step 2. Flip inequality when multiplying or dividing by a negative number. So I will reverse the symbol. And negative over negative is positive, so this is my solution. So my solution is p is less than 2. Okay? Now, how do I graph this? Okay? To graph this, you will pick 0. Okay? Always pick 0 on a number line. Okay, which one do I want? This one? So pick 0. Okay, 2 would be on this side. Now think about this. Are we going to use open circle or filled in circle? It's going to be open. Look at step 3. And now which part do I shade? Okay, so let's say I pick 0. Is 0 less than 2? The answer is yes. Okay, that's why I have to shade the left side. So my solution set is all the numbers to the left towards infinity. So anything on the left will work. Okay? So now please take a few minutes, try number 2, and then watch my video and see if you did it correctly. So question number 2. First step, distribute. So you get negative 6 minus 12x, okay, is greater or equal to 12x minus 6 plus 2x. I'm not explaining this step by step, so maybe pause the video and rewatch it, but make sure you are getting everything, you're getting this correctly. Now, on my right side, I see like terms, okay? So I can combine 12x and 2x. So negative 6 minus 12x is greater or equal to 14x minus 6. And then I will put the variables on one side, numbers on the other side. This time I will do it differently so I can show you something else. I will do plus 12x plus 12x. Okay, I will continue below the number line. Okay, so just to change it a little bit. So then I will get negative 6 is greater or equal to 12x plus 14x is 26x minus 6. Okay? And my next step would be to add 6 to both sides. So I will add 6 to both sides. So plus 6 plus 6. Okay, so I will get 0 is greater or equal to 26x. And think about this, what number times 26 is 0? So the answer is 0. Or you could also divide by 26. Divide by 26. So my final answer is 0 is greater or equal to x. Okay, this is tricky for many students because typically you see x on the left side. Okay, you can also rewrite this way: x is less than or equal to 0. The two statements are equivalent, which means they mean the same thing. And again, as I said, this is tricky for many students. Now the final step, let's go and use the number line to graph it. As I said, I kind of took more space, okay? So when you do the number line, you always include 0. And in this case, 0 is part of the solution. Please decide, are we going to use filled circle, in other words, solid or open circle? The answer is solid. And then we have to decide, should we shade the left side or the right side? Okay, so think about this. 0 is bigger than what number? Okay, so do we agree that 0 is bigger than negative numbers? So I have to include the negative numbers. So this is your final answer. Okay, thank you.